manifestation. I gave him a sun hat.
We stopped it. The story of that thing will live here much longer.
Lichdom suits Emmerich.
He wears the crown. Victory to the living.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hossberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. What tidings?
The spirits flock. You have defeated a dragon.
It was a corpse, possessed by the spirit behind that sealed door.
Deepest thanks. It would have ravaged the city without your intervention.
Is that a candelabra? It must be the haunting.
call that?
Candlehop enchantments give them the lay of the city. If the spirit picked those up, made it easy to skulk around.
We've much to examine. Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation.
So, nice tombs you have here.
Thank you, Grey Warden. A pleasure to welcome one of your venerable order.
Their sacrifices are mourned by those beyond.
That's good?
Yes.
Strike now for our masters! See?
How's that?
Got him in position! Great hit, Rook. Get ready.
Company, get ready.
That's a win, Rook.
Looks like there's a mystery here to solve. This must be one of the statues mentioned in that journal. Let's see if we can figure this out. Looks like we found another statue.
Watch out, the demon.
Where did he come from? So that's the mystery of the statues. A demon?
Or a trap. And the statues were the bait.
Why?
Going off the age of the statues could have been part of the war with Tevinter.
You might be right. The elves tricked the enemy into thinking the statues pointed to treasure or relics, and then, bam! A demon smacked them in the face. They booby-trapped Darlathan.
Stopped the Autons. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
Trouble scouted. Let's go, Shadow. Whatever you say. trouble nearby.
Nice work, Harding. Lucky shot.
I am it.
Good to go again.
Stopped the Auton. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
We need both. If we're strong, we can stand against anyone.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
What about the human help the Anton was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
Bold to try to trap a crow fighting the gods. I'm at least curious. If our informant actually knows where Elgradon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk. Okay, Viago and Thedas said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's... letting himself fall to the... Finish him off! We need to go after the Butcher! The Butcher wants me to prove I'm crow enough to be worthy of Treviso? That's what's happening?
By turning himself into a monster.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I went among the drowned. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My city, my Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver. And fighting his own Antam.
I very much doubt that whatever he's become can tell us the gods' plans.
We have to hope he's still in there.
There's a fight ahead.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match! Big fighting! This city! This is the power the gods give!
Butcher! Where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The Butcher kept his word.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Evenchi.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold the crows out to the Antam.
You dare speak to me of betrayal? I saved Treviso from the Antam's slaughter. You let my people, your people, suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous, of Tevinter. I gave up the crows. You gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
When I made that choice, I didn't do it lightly. I couldn't imagine how bad it was going to get, how much my city was about to suffer. But next to the Venatori seizing control of Minrathous, handing the gods all of Tevinter, I live with the consequences of my choices, Governor. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgernon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Evenchi's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
When Avenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the Crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end. The real him.
That's something. But I'm sure it still hurts. If anything happened to Hassan.
Cherish him while you can.
That's the truth.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
Thedas Siconia, back on stage.
Sita, how are you?
Better with Aelia out of the picture. She won't cross the threads. Or anyone else again. And I can't say I'm sorry.
Cart was damaged when the Venatori grabbed me, but it's fixed up. Enough for that one to get her fish free next time.
Sure, Hal.
Someone bothers you again, you come to me. We'll make it clear you're protected.
If you're pulling a scam on the fish fry,
Playing it fair. As fair as this gets. Cross my heart. Right, enough business talk. We're the heroes of Docktown, and we haven't celebrated. Drinks are on me. Wicked Grace? Rock. You're a killer, I can tell.
My money's on Nev.
Nice move.
Hasn't led me wrong yet.
Is that flattery or a trap?
Always the first. We'll see about the second.
All right, Nev. Smart bets on you.
Smart's not letting you deal. Last hand to me? No trick up your sleeve?
What can I say?
What's this?
Rights to the threads. Gotta have a boss.
Careful. Nev might make you respectable.
Her call.
What game are we playing now?
Aelia took down Damus, you took down Aelia.
So I win on merit, trying to stop infighting.
The threads protect their streets. You're the same. You do what it takes. That's good for business. Good for us. We'll give you eyes, information, whatever you need. Ask, and I'm on it.
I have lines.
We're on your side of them. Threads live and breathe this place. It's home, and no one messes with it.
All right.
The Thread Boss. And you thought I was trouble.
You still are. You know, I was going to ask you a favor. You can call it an order now. I'm not the only one who needs eyes on this city. Have you heard of the Shadow Dragons?
Is that? You know him?
If I'm not here, he asks, you answer.
You got it, boss. All right, who's up for another game? Honest one this time, seriously.
Then let the Viper deal.
This should be good.
How may I make your day better? Very good.
Rook, good. We have discovered what event she is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Avenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Avenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Avenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from us.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Avenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
They're not doing this to Treviso. Not to my city.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Avenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Avenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Avenchi would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now.
There's the garrison.
So?
On to the garrison and the governor.
Please, go on. So, the threads.
You disapprove? Really?
Disapprove? No.
Then why are you making that face?
It's a lot of work.
I can handle it. It's not like I've never worked before.
That isn't it either. How much are they paying you? You should have a negotiator.
That courtyard looks empty.
No guards. Where are the Antam?
Avenchi must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Avenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
Look! Intruders! Call them down. We can escape across the roof.
Take him down! Drew! Nice work!
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Avenchi's Antam were trying to run. Okay, now for Avenchi.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the blight gets me!
A strange aura in the air. Something's wrong.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working! Differently. Don't you die? Why don't you give up?
I'm good to go.
damned dark spawn at the gates and scratched me, blighted me. If you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comic could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
We just stopped the governor from poisoning people. That's a start.
I did it to protect the city!
You did it because you wanted it for yourself. You say you did all this for Treviso, Avenchi, to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Eyes open. shot. Got to move. Now it's your turn.
Thanks, Lucanus.
Not too bad.
Nicely done, Rook.
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time.
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Untom remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
After all the things we've seen, the choices I've made, it's my home. It always will be, no matter how hard we have to work to save it.
You have our knives, if anyone ever says otherwise.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. Whatever happens, this city's people won't flee. The other crows won't either. Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
A lot of people have tried to cure possession. Sometimes, if they can kill the demon in the Fade.
That's what I've heard too, but there's no guarantee of success, especially given our situation.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
If it came to that, you could handle him. Or are you worried you wouldn't be able to put him down?
I worry that I'd miss him.
If Spite gets his freedom, it's his choice what to do with it. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
So, Nev,
Hmm?
out late with Rook, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Just skipping stones.
That all?
Why? You hear something different?
Don't need to. Rook had a bounce in his step. Wasn't just from tossing rocks.
Well, you know Rook. Probably sprained an ankle.
I heard that.
Tarquin, my dear. Aelia won't cause trouble in Docktown anymore.
I heard. And it's good to have Hallows back.
Saw Hallows this morning. Cheery, despite everything that's happened. I hear I've both of you to thank.
I did it for the fish.
You're not fooling anyone, Gallus.
How are things?
Check the back for me. Heard about that damned Knight Commander. Good riddance.
Let's finish this. Ooh.
Heroes visit the Emporium before, you know. There is no discount for thwarting the wiles of evil.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert. We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
We're facing immortals. We're fighting gods. Doesn't get any tougher than this. The harder it is, the more it's worth doing. That said, we can make it easier on ourselves.
So, what's the plan?
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
The gods see farther than anyone, but they can't see everything at once.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, are we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know she's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. She knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to her. Morgan, too. We could use their help. We're as ready as we'll ever be. We need to make our move soon.
I agree.
Get some rest, and be ready.